The change started before sunrise. Mara woke to the sound of her cat, Thimble, clearing his throat. Then came the unmistakable scrape of a chair being pulled out from the kitchen table. When she stumbled in, still half asleep, she found Thimble sitting upright with perfect posture, paws folded like hands, staring at a newspaper he had definitely not been reading yesterday. "You're out of milk," he said without looking up. Mara blinked. "You can talk." "I've always been capable," Thimble replied. "I simply lacked opportunity." Before she could respond, the dog burst in Baxter, usually a blur of tail and drool. Today, he marched in, wearing her winter scarf like a sash. "Morning," Baxter said with a confident nod. "We've decided we're taking the day off." "From what?" Mara asked. "Being pets?" Baxter said. "We're unionizing." Thimble flicked his tail approvingly. "We plan to negotiate improved treat distribution, more predictable walking schedules, and an official ban on humiliating sweaters." Mara opened her mouth, closed it, and opened it again. "I see." The backyard situation escalated quickly. The neighbor's parrot was leading a rally from his perch, chanting slogans. A line of rabbits marched like protesters along the fence. The goldfish in the pond spelled out messages by arranging themselves into letters. Even the turtles stacked themselves into a podium so one could deliver speeches. By mid-morning, the entire neighborhood had become an improvised town hall run by animals. Mara's hamster, Pebble, climbed onto her shoulder. "We need someone to take minutes," he squeaked. "Your handwriting is better than ours." She surrendered to the situation and carried Pebble to what used to be her living room. Now it was a command center. Baxter chaired the meeting. Thimble managed documents. The parrot delivered fiery speeches about personal autonomy. They argued about everything: snack equity, nap zones, access to warm laps. Dogs demanded more outdoor rights. Cats insisted on extended quiet hours. The reptiles argued for warmer lamps. The birds wanted fewer mirrors. "We know what we look like," they insisted. Despite the chaos, Mara noticed something surprising. They were trying. They listened to one another, negotiated, compromised. Even when Baxter and Thimble disagreed often, they stayed at the table. By afternoon, they reached resolutions. Not perfect ones, but ones they could all live with. Baxter approached Mara, tail swaying with a seriousness she had never seen. "We appreciate your cooperation. You'll be happy to know we are returning to normal life tomorrow." "Why tomorrow?" she asked. Thimble yawned. "This level of responsibility is exhausting. I prefer the simpler life." Pebble nodded. "Also, negotiating made us hungry." The next morning, everything was back to normal. Baxter barked instead of speaking. Thimble knocked her mug off the counter with deliberate rudeness. Pebble ran on his wheel like he hadn't been a political strategist 24 hours earlier. Mara sipped her coffee and watched them with a quiet suspicion. They remembered everything. They were just choosing not to act like people anymore. And honestly, she couldn't blame them.